Dr. Chauhan. So, hello everyone. Thank you for being present here with us for the webinar on insomnia. And we are covering this topic in the light of Ayurveda, the ancient Indian traditional alternative medicine, with Dr. Vikram Chauhan from Planet Ayurveda in India. He is the CEO and founder of a herbal company called Planet Ayurveda. And he is a Ayurvedic doctor, and he has had a really good success with helping patients with different chronic ailments as well. So in this webinar, he's going to share information about Ayurveda and how it might help with insomnia-related problems. And this webinar is only for information purpose, not for any direct personal medical advice. For that, we definitely recommend you consult your primary care physician or your doctor or Ayurveda doctor directly. So thank you all for being here, and I will pass on the mic to Dr. Vikram Chauhan to continue the webinar. Thank you, Dr. Chauhan.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining in. And the today's topic is really interesting: sleep and insomnia, and how Ayurveda can help in this condition. Because nowadays, people are not sleeping; people are running during the day, during the night, all the time in their minds. During the daytime, their body is running. During the nighttime, the mind is running. So it is sleep is a very important topic to be discussed everywhere nowadays. It should be. According to Ayurveda, sleep, diet, and celibacy or lifestyle. Ahar, Nidra, Brahmacharya, as said in Sanskrit language. Ahar means diet, Nidra means sleep, and Brahmacharya means not only celibacy but also the lifestyle. So Ahar, sleep, diet, and lifestyle. These are the three pillars of our health. So you can see how much importance Ayurveda has given to the sleep, that it is being called a pillar of life, along with the diet and exercise or diet and lifestyle. But I would say sleep has 50% role, more than 50%, and diet and lifestyle has about 25% each. So in my eyes, I would rank sleep as at the top. What happens in sleep? Because sleep, we are repairing our bodies. We are repairing our cells. Whatever damage we do in the daytime, the only way to repair them is when we take a break from the activity, from the physical and mental activity. So this is why we need to sleep. Just like when your computer needs to defrag or readjust the files or clean the different programs. That is what our brain is doing during the sleep. And it is very important to sleep during the night, not during the day. Because some people, they say, we are doing night duty, so we sleep during the day, but that is not good. So many patients, I tell them to leave their night job, sleep during the night, because night is made for sleeping, not the day. Because we are humans, just like other mammals, other animals on the planets, they are also sleeping in the night. Our nature or God has put some sensors in our eyes. Some special sensors are there which are sensitive to the light. And whenever there is light, the light is going down. The sensors, they tell our brain, our certain parts of the brain, or you can say pineal gland, that to release a hormone called melatonin. And it is related with the light. Whenever there is darkness, humans and other mammals, they secrete a hormone called melatonin. It is a neurotransmitter secreted by our pineal gland, and it is directly connected with the eyes. So as soon as the darkness comes, the hormone comes out slowly, and it goes to different organs of our body, or heart, or lungs, or digestive system. It tells everybody to shut down, shut down, shut down. Sleep time, sleep time. And the heart rate goes down, the respiratory rate goes down, the muscle tone goes down, and digestive system shuts down, and it's like just closing down the show. So everybody is shutting down. So in the evening, as it is directly related to the light or the darkness. So all the animals on the planets, you can see them, they are working as per their circadian rhythms, as per the day and night rhythms. They go to their homes in the evening, and their melatonin is telling them to go to sleep. But what humans are doing, especially from last 100 years or 50 years, we are not sleeping. In the evening, we are going outside, we are going to watch movies, we are going to discotheques, we are going to restaurants, we are going to watch movies, we are watching the screens, and we are doing so many things to stop the production of melatonin, which is actually a healing neurotransmitter, which helps our body to sleep. So it is very important to sleep in the night, not in the daytime, because according to Ayurveda, if we sleep during the daytime, that is going to increase the kapha. According to Ayurveda, the whole universe is made up of 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and space. So these 5 elements, they are represented in our body as vata, pitta, and kapha. Vata is mobile, air and space, light. Pitta is fire, and kapha is earth and water, which is heavy. So if you want to increase heaviness, or block the channels, or slow down the system, or reduce the metabolism, then it is better to sleep during the day, only for 1 or 2 hours. Take an afternoon nap. That is going to slow down the system. But if you're taking longer naps or longer sleep times in the daytime, you are prone to get slow metabolism, you will gain weight, you will have high cholesterol, you will have hypothyroidism. Such problems, they may occur. And if you're not sleeping during the night, then the vata will increase, because night time is the vata time. So if the vata means, or activity is increased during the night time, and if we are awake during the night time, then there will be damage to the body. There will be dryness in the body. There will be uh, movement of the thoughts and emotions, and that will cause more free radical production, more aging elements. You will age 10 times faster if you are not sleeping. So these are the very natural principles which Ayurvedic philosophers or ancient sages, they told us the importance of sleep, even more than the diet, and also more than the lifestyle. So in modern terms, it is connected with the darkness and light cycles. As I told you, there is a hormone or neurotransmitter, melatonin. And what we people are doing nowadays, they are to sleep, they are taking melatonin pills. So that pills, when the body is already generating melatonin, why you need to take pills? It will be neutralized in the body. So it is better to make a routine or make a habit. Slowly, the body becomes habitual. So you make a habit when the sun is setting. Just understand that your body needs to sleep. So slowly, you start setting up the tone of your mind that you have to sleep, and slowly you will become habitual. How you tone up your mind, how you make it habitual, how in time, how to sleep. So just stop shutting down the lights, start using smaller lights, take dinner in time. Before 7 o'clock, you should be done with your dinner, and start cutting down on mobile phone. You should stop it, and such things. And your curtains also should be dark curtains, or maybe you should put down the curtains so that the light doesn't come out. And your sleep room, you should make it up like that, that it is not receiving any noises. It should be uh, dark there and away from the noises. Or it should have stronger doors. If you have your house somewhere near the place where there is a market, or where there is roadside, you should have such doors which are not bringing in the the sounds. And even sometimes people have pets, they also disturb their sleeps, because it is very important to sleep regularly. I mean, one regular interval, strong deep sleep. Because when we are sleeping for 7 to 8 hours, we need at least 7 to 8 hours sleep, at least 7 hours. Some people they need 5 hours sleep, 6 hours sleep, but some people they need 8 hours sleep. But usually, I would say mostly people they need at least five small circles of 90 minutes sleep. First circle, second circle, third circle, fourth circle, fifth circle. That is around 7 to 8 hours. So why you need five circle of 90 minutes? When we go to sleep, when we are awake, we have active alpha waves. Alpha waves very active waves, and our frequency of the wave is very high. And then slowly if we our activity is down and we are in a relaxed state, that is uh, delta. Delta is sleep, when you are sleeping. And then there is theta. Number one is alpha, then there is theta. These are the stages of the sleep I'm telling you. When you are awake, then is alpha, then there is theta, then there is delta. Theta is when your brain waves are slowing down, and delta is when you are in a deep sleep. So you remember only three stages: alpha, theta, and delta. Delta is deep sleep, and then there is REM sleep. REM is when you are sleeping, and then immediately there is movement of the eyes. That is called random eye movement, REM. So this is happening in a 90 minutes cycle. You are in an alpha state, you are in a theta state, then you are in a delta state, then you are in a this REM stage. Theta, delta, REM, theta, delta, REM, theta, delta, REM. This is happening in these small five circles. One circle, you go into theta stage, then delta state, then REM state. Then the second circle starts of 90 minutes. Then theta state, delta state, REM state. So what is happening in these theta state, delta state of sleep, or REM state of sleeps? In the first cycle, when you are about to sleep at about, for example, if we say 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whenever you sleep, first 90 minutes of sleep is you go into the theta state. Just 5, 10, 15 minutes, you are going to sleep. And then the brain activity slows down, slows down, slows down. Then you are into a deeper stage, that is called delta stage. And then all of a sudden, for about, you remain in that stage for about 50, 60 minutes. Then you come out, and then you are into a REM state. All of a sudden, it is a dream state. All of a sudden, your eyes start to roll, they start to move. It is actually your brain is sleeping, your body is sleeping, your muscles are not moving, only the eyes are moving, and your subconscious mind is moving. And all the memories which you had in your day, the brain is just putting them together and just making new memories and rebuilding and organizing the files in that stage of the REM, or rapid eye movement. You must have seen somebody sleeping and his eyes are rolling, moving. Have you seen? And you must have seen it. Somebody is sleeping, and that is stage of a rapid eye movement stage. It lasts only for few minutes, 10, 5, 10 minutes. In that deep stage of sleep, the person is either dreaming and or either making the memories, impressions. So, and in delta sleep, when there is deep sleep, the person is repairing the body, repairing the cells. And in theta stage, this first stage, as I told you, theta stage, then delta stage, then REM stage. Then again, there will be theta stage, delta stage, REM stage. There will be 5 cycles like this in whole night, during your whole sleep. So it is delta stage is needed. It is needed for repair. REM also needed to make memories. And the first cycle is less deeper, the second cycle is more deeper, and third cycle is the deepest in the middle of the night when you are about 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. 2 or 3 a.m. So then the third cycle, you are in the first cycle, and second cycle, third cycle, fourth cycle, fifth cycle. So when the 5 cycles you have to complete, the third cycle is the most important in the middle. But when you are not sleeping in the time, if you're sleeping at midnight, when your first cycle starts at midnight, and your third cycle comes at early morning, so you are not into your third cycle, and you are not completing the cycles, and you are feeling lethargy, and you are feeling tiredness, and you are not making memories. Your memories and learning abilities decreases. So it is very important to understand how these brain waves they are working, how this brain is working, and why it is important to sleep in time and get up in time. In Ayurveda, it's also mentioned that it is important to get up in Brahma Muhurta, early morning when the sun rises. So you will automatically get up when you sleep automatically when the sun is going down. When the sun sets, when you're going to sleep, automatically you will get up when the sun rises. This was natural. 200 years ago, it was natural. People were doing like that. But now they are watching the mobile phone, they are watching the aggressive movies in the night, they are going to discotheques. So they are not letting their senses rest. So that is cause of so many problems. That is why so many autoimmune disorders, constipation, dryness of the skin, psoriasis, all the diseases, they are occurring because of this disturbance of the sleep cycle. And why the sleep is disturbed, insomnia. Now coming to insomnia, why people don't sleep? As I told you, these basic things. Some people are, they are normal. They are not having any emotional trauma. They have not faced any death or any psychological disturbance. So that is a separate issue. But if you are a normal person without any problems, without any physical ailment, or without any serious stress issues, so still you are watching TV and going to disco, still you are destroying your health. At least those people, I request, they should try to uh, regularize their day and night patterns. So those who are facing certain difficulties, who are in stress, certain emotional traumas or certain physical traumas they are going through, maybe relationship stress is there, exams of the children are there, some children are not sleeping because of, or some fear is there, some people going through divorce, some people emotional stress of life, and some financial stresses of life. Those people, they should also try to do some meditation, because meditation can reduce down the brain activity and can instantly put down to in a state of this theta waves and delta waves, and reduce your uh, these free radicals or the damaging chemicals in your body. So when we are active, when we are awake, or when we are in a stress, we are releasing cortisol. And when our muscles and body is working, we are making adenosine. So adenosine and cortisol, when they are there in our body, these two chemicals, they damage our cells. They cause aging quickly. They cause diseases. So when we sleep, we are actually neutralizing the adrenaline. Adrenaline, adenosine, and cortisol, all these three hormones which are there during our awake time. So we are neutralizing them in the sleep. We are repairing ourselves. We are giving a break to our system. So that is why the sleep is important. So how we can correct insomnia? those people who are not having any emotional disturbances or not having any physical problems, still they are suffering from insomnia because they have made it their habit not to go in the bed on time. Just play with the video games, or go to the, just watch movies, or just stay awake. And they feel, they think, young people, they think they are comfortable in that. But that is during the young time, they don't feel anything on their body, but later on they feel a lot of diseases, they come up. So it is important to make it a habit to go on time, to go to bed on time. And for people who are having emotional traumas, they should do some meditation, reduce down the brain activity, slow down, and reduce the vata, because there is vata imbalance even in the emotional trauma. So how to reduce the vata? You can do meditation, deep breathing, and use some herbs like Brahmi, Ashwagandha. Brahmi is very good. So I would recommend Brahmi to everybody because Brahmi is calming. Ashwagandha is excellent for the sleep. And I'm using Ashwagandha and Brahmi in my patients, and I'm getting excellent results. And Indian valerian is also very good. Valerian. So valerian I'm using, Ashwagandha and Brahmi I'm using, and people, they say it is very good. And if you listen to some boring lectures like my lecture, you will also fall asleep. If you don't. So listening to this very boring lectures can make you sleep. Reading books which are not interesting, that can also make you fall asleep, especially students. If your child is not sleeping, give him the syllabus book. He will fall asleep in 15 minutes. He will say, I'm feeling sleepy. So there are certain frequencies also of the brain. We call it biurnal beats. There are certain sounds which are very calming to the mind. Nowadays, scientists have discovered there are biurnal beats. The frequency at which left ear is hearing a sound or right ear is hearing a sound. If the difference between these two frequencies, that is called biurnal beat, the frequency. So, for example, if you are listening 444 hertz frequency here and 440 hertz frequency here, and what you are hearing actually is 4 hertz only. So that is a new discovery. Actually, it is a very ancient discovery, but they were not measuring it like in hertz, in frequency. For example, making the sound of Om in yoga, Brahmari Pranayam, making the sound of a honeybee. When you are not able to sleep, I'm giving you a very good formula. Just make the sound of a honeybee, close your eyes, close your ears, make a sound like this. Take a deep breath. Make a sound of honeybee. Oh. It is resonating. You can do it for one sound for at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes, as long as you can do. You will feel the peace in your mind. This is the discovery by ancient scientists, ancient rishis or Vedic people. So there are so many other sounds which can be made to calm down the mind. It's Tibetan medicine also, they are making such sounds. In Indian medicine also making such sounds. And nowadays they are making sounds through the different videos or music that you can put in your earphones and listen to the sound of the wave, sound of the rain. These natural sounds like sound of the waves is very calming. And there are waves, they are regular pattern. And if there is rain, that is also a regular pattern of sound. So you can, that they are also adjusted, these natural sounds, they are adjusted in such a frequency that our mind feels peaceful and calm. So, but if there is some pathology or some disease or some seriously imbalance of the thoughts, then definitely you should take the help of herbs. For example, I told you Brahmi and Ashwagandha and Indian valerian. And because lack of because of too much dryness can also cause insomnia. Too much dryness of the nerves, that is also cause of insomnia. So you should drink some milk with almond oil at night. That is going to remove the dryness of the nerves. Almond oil, 1 spoonful, or walnut oil, 1 tablespoonful in milk at night. And there is one interesting thing I wanted to tell you, that milk contains tryptophan, that is the active amino acid, tryptophan in the milk. And that tryptophan is required to make melatonin, natural melatonin in the body. So in India, it is a tradition or a culture to drink milk before sleeping for a good sleep. And they put some ghee also in the milk, so it slows down the system and gives nourishment to the nerves. So put some walnut oil or some almond oil in milk and take not too much, not too big glass, let small quantity, which you can digest also. So that is going to nourish the brain, that is going to nourish the nerves. You take ashwagandha or brahmi, or there is brahmi ghee also there, ready-made, available. So brahmi ghee, just take 1 teaspoonful of brahmi ghee morning and evening in some soup or with some and with some food. So brahmi ghee or ashwagandha ghee is there. You can try that. So all these things are going to help you have a good sleep, and especially exercise is also playing a very good important role. If you're not exercising, of course you are not getting tired physically. So it is important to walk or exercise, go to gym or do some breathing exercise, pranayama, whatever exercise. So you have to tell yourself which way to go, because our brain or our mind is slave of our senses, especially when we are young, less than 35. We don't listen to our body. We don't listen. We just listen to our senses. We just want to please our senses. We just want to go to the music theater or discotheque. We just want to go watch some movie which is very scary movie, or some thrilling movie which is disturbing the hormones. So all these scary movies or thrilling movies or bad news listening late in the night, that is also going to disturb your sleep. And also avoid late night traveling. Some people are traveling or driving during the night. You can avoid it. You can take a morning flight. Such things you can adjust. You can go drive during the day. So such adjustment you can make. And of course, this will impact your health. So I think that is enough for today. I covered up basic things. And if you have any questions, you're most welcome. Anybody having any question?
So if anyone has a question, please just raise your hand and we can let you unmute yourself and talk to Dr. Chauhan one by one. Anyone has a question? Anya has a question. Anya, do you want to unmute yourself and go ahead?
Hi, yes, thanks for all the information. It was really great. I just didn't understand one thing you said. Brahmi is very good, and you also said, I think, 2 other herbs that I didn't understand. Could you maybe repeat them, please?
Brahmi and ashwagandha.
Okay, now I got it. Yeah,
Brahmi,
I know it.
ashwagandha, and Indian valerian.
Indian?
Valerian? You know valeriana?
Valerian. Okay.
Valerian. Valerian. Indian valerian.
Thank you. Cool.
There is Shankh Pushpi also. There is Shankh Pushpi, we give Shank Pushpi to the children to improve their learning and memory. Shank Pushpi.
Okay.
So that is excellent for increasing the memory. I have made the supplements, capsules, sleep naturals, good night sleep, and all my patients, they like them. But I want to recommend you to follow the natural things which I have told you. Listen to your body, listen to your mind, try to calm down your thoughts, do regular meditation and breathing exercises, and try to understand that our body is connected with the universe. Our hormones, we are just animals made by God, made by nature. So we should work along with the universal energies, not these new things which have come up in last 10, 15 years, especially the mobile phones. Turn it off before about 7 or 8 o'clock and keep it away from your bed.
Melanie has another question. Melanie, do you want to unmute yourself and ask the question? You're muted, Melanie.
You can unmute. Yes.
You're mute again. Yeah, no, it's good.
Now it's
Okay, sorry.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hi, Dr. Chauhan. Thank you. This was my suggestion for the topic for today. And what I was wondering is,
Yes.
if I have nothing on my mind, but I wake up at 4 in the morning, I do my breathing exercises to try to fall back to sleep, and I can't, what do you suggest I do? Should I get out of bed? Should I keep lying there? How can I help myself?
Get up. You should get out of the bed, not keep lying there. Because if you're awake at 4 o'clock, that means you were in your bed early in the evening, about maybe 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I think. So maybe 9 o'clock. When you go to the bed?
Not before 11.
So you are sleeping only for 5 hours.
Correct.
So that is not correct. So it means your body is not getting enough. So during the day you feel lethargy or something?
By about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So it is better you get out of the bed 4 o'clock whenever you get up. So slowly your body will adjust and you will fall asleep by 10 o'clock or 9:30 automatically within 1 week. So your body will adjust and then you will have a longer sleep. So if you are keep lying there, your body is not getting tired and you are just thinking and then you are just tossing and turning, and it is better to get up and start working, whatever you do, and start getting ready for the day. So once your body will adjust accordingly. In next 3-4 days or 5 days, you will fall sleepy 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Then you can go to sleep. Are you exercising or not? Are you
Melanie,
there? I think
computer seems to have hanged. Okay, it's back now. Melanie, can you hear us, Melanie?
Yes.
Dr. Chauhan had a question for you, if you exercise or not.
Yes, I exercise. Can you hear me?
It's
Yeah,
breaking, but go ahead. Maybe it'll get fine.
I exercise every morning and I do yoga 3 or 4 times a week as well.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. And I think some people, 5 hours sleep, 6 hours sleep is good enough for some people. Those who are kapha people. Kapha people, their metabolism is already slow, so they heal up quickly. They don't need too much sleep. So it is okay. Sometimes 5-6 hours for some people, not for Vata people. Vata people, they need to sleep more. And teenagers, young adults, they need to sleep a little bit more. So
Thank
it's
you.
okay. So you should get up.
Maybe it's a natural calling from the nature that
Yeah.
nature wants you to wake up at 4, because that's maybe the right time, that Brahma Muhurat, where we are supposed to
Brahma
be
Muhurat.
waking up.
That is the time to wake up. Brahma Muhurat is exactly at about 4 a.m. So your body is telling you to wake up. It's okay.
For Brahmi ghee, can we take Brahmi
Thank
ghee
you.
in the milk at night?
Yes, yes. Brahmi ghee can be taken
We
with
can mix
milk.
it in the milk
Yes,
with the
yes,
ghee.
can mix.
Can
Yes,
we
can
mix
be.
it with other herbs like cardamom and turmeric and all?
Yes, yes, can be cooked also with other herbs.
Brahmi ghee. It can be
Yes, yes.
cooked. Okay. Okay.
Brahmi, maybe Melanie, you should also try Brahmi. That is excellent.
Can you spell it or can you put?
Brahmi, I can put it in chat. I can put.
I've taken ashwagandha, but not the Brahmi.
Brahmi,
Thank you.
ashwagandha, valerian, pushpi. All these herbs are there. They're very good. Jatamas.
Thank you.
Jatamas is very strong. Another herb is Jatamasi. Sarpagandha. These two herbs are very strong, but I don't recommend it to be taken on your own under some Ayurvedic doctor's supervision. Jatamansi and Sarpagandha, they can reduce the blood pressure. They are good for people who are not having sleep at all, or sleep deprived, or having some disease or some emotional disturbances, all these things.
Thank you.
So, any other questions from anybody?
Anyone else?
I think it's okay. And this was a good topic, sleep and insomnia. And thank you for the suggestion.
Anyone else has a suggestion for next month's topic for Dr. Chauhan? They want him to cover for next month. Anything, even on principle of Ayurveda or anything related to Ayurveda?
Next month, I will put the topic at my website, and I will invite people. I think there will be more people. So I will see how many they join. Next month we will do. Maybe we can do something on. Maybe you suggest. Let's hear your suggestion also.
What about inflammation?
Inflammation is, but people, they don't
Anya
understand.
says allergies. and
People
hay
don't
fever.
understand inflammation. You are quite aware about the health topics, what people are going through. That is why if I ask somebody, you want to hear about inflammation, they, what is inflammation? Nobody knows. Inflammation is going on every time, every moment in the body, because inflammatory processes. So it is a good topic. Allergies, hay fever, it's also a very interesting topic. We did about autoimmune disorders, I think, last time.
Amrita says ama, emotional and physical.
Okay, so this is a very typical, nice topic, but ama It's like inflammation. People won't understand what is ama. You understand ama, but people don't understand. So it is very good. Inflammation and ama, we can club this topic. Ama and because ama is related to inflammations. Ama causes inflammation in the body. And
So why not cover like ama and inflammation, because that might be linked to allergies also in some way, right?
Of course, of course.
So ama will be a very interesting topic in terms of informing people about Ayurveda core concept of what
Pain and healing is
yeah, we can say ama, concept of ama, pain and healing with
and
we
also
can
include the inflammation in that. Inflammation.
inflammation and ama in Ayurveda.
Yeah.
And then I can just write with a bracket pain and healing.
Maybe I can explain ama and inflammation in the topic, but we keep it pain and healing in the title.
Pain and healing in the topic.
You decide the title and then you let me know.
I think ama is something I'm also interested, because a lot of people, when they're saying, like, I feel it's a very core Ayurveda topic where people actually get to understand Ayurveda also in some way, how it sees diseases in terms of not digesting your food well. Because Ayurveda also says the same, right? Or everything starts with rasa. Everything starts with digestion.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's okay.
And if you're not digesting your food properly, like if everything you're eating is becoming ama, whether anything in this world that you eat, and it is not forming the right, like you're not absorbing it, then it is becoming a problem in your body. Like anything, even vegetarian, even dal can form ama in body if it is not digesting properly. And so milk, like people are getting intolerant because it's not digesting properly. They have lost the bacteria, the friendly bacteria or whatever that could have helped them digest lactose. So like everything, but that could happen again with other foods. Like now they're having lectin problem with dal. But slowly, everything, like how we are going away from nature, from organic to, GMOs and pesticides, like the concept of ama will become very like crucial in Ayurveda to figure out like why because everything will start from the wrong things that are forming in your body and triggering.
I think I am writing down the topic here. Ama, inflammation, pain, and Ayurvedic healing.
Yeah. Amrita, you were raising your hand. Do you want to go ahead and ask your question?
I lowered my hand. Thank you, Dr. Chopra, because you covered it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was interested in ama because of what you said, Gauri, is the gut, the digestion.
Yes.
But I was also interested just not on the physical ama, but undigested emotions and food all work together in Ayurveda, right?
Yes, it's very much right.
So I was really
because the
interested.
blockages in the mind also. Manovastrotas. Manovastrotas are also blocked. Emotional channels, they are blocked because of the emotional ama. So that is also very important. And that is causing the physical ama also, formation of ama in the gut.
Yeah.
If your emotions are trapped, then your digestion is gone. And your digestion is gone, then you are making more out. It's become a circle. It becomes a circle.
I find that no matter how well I eat, if my emotional ama is not addressed and digested properly or worked through, all the food that I'm eating, it might help, but that it's a whole practice, the ama. For me, I don't know.
Of course, it is true. Ama is the leading cause of all these problems. It comes from the mind also. because mind is related to the gut and gut is related to the mind. And everything is related to the sleep also.
Yes. Thank you so much for today. It was
And I have an interesting quote also. If you want to achieve your dreams, then go to sleep.
But this is the difference between Western philosophy and Indian philosophy, that in Indian Ayurvedic philosophy also, it is very much spiritual. Like in Western philosophy, Hippocrates always say everything begins in the gut. And Ayurveda doesn't limit it to that. Ayurveda is way more conscious in terms of spiritual aspect of life too. Like it never says, it does give the whole thing, it's starting from rasa, which is digestion. So if you're not digesting things properly, it is definitely going to form ama, create problems. But it does not limit it to gut. Like you said, gut is related to mind, mind is related to gut. So in Western way, they have a one-way route. They're not able to find a two-way route channel. And we
Basically,
see,
it is, sorry.
sorry, no, I was just saying we always see in
First,
here, we see it as a two-way. We see that, in fact, somewhere in spirituality, we believe that we are not the body alone. So like Bhagavad Gita says that, sorry for bringing Bhagavad Gita here, but I'm just saying that we do believe that mind is more powerful than senses, and powerful than mind is consciousness. So they like, for them, Western philosophy is so body based that if they are ever challenged with all that they have done, not working on anyone, they will not be able to go into deeper realms. But they are now doing so. Like they are doing research on, like, you know, those theta waves, delta waves, and like
of course, that's why I brought this into this talk. These beta waves, alpha waves, they are physical. So at physical level, if you look at our physical body, we have a system, automatic system, like a machine, which is working up to the hypothalamus. We have a pituitary gland here, just right behind the eyes, just after the nose, at the hair, about 1.5 inch from the third eye. So there is pituitary gland that is controlling all our organs. And behind the pituitary gland, there is hypothalamus that is controlling the pituitary gland. And who is controlling the hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is controlling pituitary. Pituitary gland is controlling the thyroid, the reproductive organs, the heart, the lungs, digestion, everything. The temperature is controlled by hypothalamus. So all mechanical level is controlled by these mechanical structures in our brain. The hypothalamus is just checking the blood levels all the time, and it is just maintaining the particular biorhythms and everything, biological clocks, and all these things are maintained at physical level by the hypothalamus. But what is above hypothalamus? That is our cortex, that is our decision-making intelligent brain, that is called mind. Or what is above mind? That is us, we. And who are we? So we are our soul. We decide. Whenever we decide, if we decide to drink alcohol, too much alcohol, it is who is deciding. Hypothalamus doesn't want alcohol. Hypothalamus is a poison for hypothalamus. It's a poison for it. It is a lot of work for the body to neutralize the alcohol. So, but if somebody is deciding to drink alcohol, that means, and he knows that it is going to damage his liver and body, still he is having conscious decision, because his consciousness is covered with something, with tamas guna, blocked certain channels. So he's not able to control his senses. He wants some sensory pleasure. Similarly, I just gave example of only alcohol consumption, but there are so many other sensory pleasure where people are indulged in. So those sensory pleasures, they are just working at the physical levels. So the decision making is disturbed because of these senses. They are these sensory organs, they disturb the mind, and they ask the mind to take wrong decision. Some doctor is, for example, a doctor is there. He is very intelligent. He is a doctor. He is a researcher, and he is a diabetic, for example. And if you offer him sweets, and he takes the sweet and eats. How? He knows everything, but his sensory organs, they have disturbed, or they have inflated the sensory organs. They have inflated the ego of his conscious mind, which is doing decisions which are wrong for his hypothalamus, for his body, physical body. So it is very important to stay conscious or aware of what is happening. Then only we can understand how our body and mind and soul, they are connected with the universe. And that's how we should make decisions in life, and to stay healthy and stay peaceful and happy.
So if we don't take the right decision, then we cannot improve our gut either. So there is a two-way
Right
connection.
decisions, the decisions are made by our souls. They should be made by our soul, not by our these sensory organs. Our sensory organs are making the decisions for our body, and nobody is asking the soul what it wants. Soul always want to be at peace. The soul doesn't want to run, but the sensory organs, they want to run.
That's that's so true. It was wonderful. It was a great webinar. I don't think anyone has any more questions, I believe. Everyone is okay. Anyone has a question? Or yeah, Emily, sorry, she has a question. Emily, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hi, thank you so much, doctor. I just wanted to ask, what's your opinion on fasting? Is that something that can help the sleep cycle as well, or no?
Fasting has effect on our digestive system, because if we are eating late in the night or after about 7 or 8, because the body is telling through this automatic system which I was telling you about, this hypothalamus tells the pineal gland to make melatonin. Whenever it sees that light is gone, the sun is gone, the body tells hypothalamus tells the pineal gland to make melatonin, and melatonin goes to the gut. It stops the digestion. So the food is not getting digested properly if you are eating after dark. So if you are fasting, if you are eating light food or not eating at night, eating light food, then it is good for the sleep. If you are eating heavy food after the dark, then you are not going to have a good sleep. Your brain and body will get confused. So fasting doesn't mean that you keep yourself hungry. If you are hungry, even then you are not going to sleep. So, so don't sleep with too much food. Eat little bit, warm and healthy food. That's it. Don't eat too many salads or fruits in the night, because they may cause gas formation and such problems. Or don't drink too much fluids also in the night after about 7 or 7:30 or 8. People are consuming a lot of drinks after 8. And then they are not sleeping well, and then they are in the office, they are sleeping. And some people, they want to do 2 shifts in the night also, working. So that work is also not good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fasting, they do a lot of fasting for detox in Ayurveda for Panchkarma. It's not full fasting, but sort of they limit your food intake, but then they don't recommend it throughout. Like it's more like detox, like it's not something recommended forever, but because your body will drain out even if you are just
Fasting is to open up your channels. Like if you don't give any, there is digestive fire is there. If there is a fire in the gut and you put some food inside the gut, if it is too heavy, the fire will go out. If it is too light, it will burn the food quickly. So it should be moderate so that your fire is also burning little bit. Put some oil, put some ghee in that fire so that it is in control. And that way you keep the fire lit and don't let it out by putting heavy liquids or too much of heavy food like cheesy, greasy, or some too much heavy non-vegetarian food. I have seen people doing such things.
Do I have a little bit of time to just ask something?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Dr. Chauhan, we're always paying attention to what we're eating and how we live. How do you feel about the role of the doctor and the healer? Because that has changed throughout the centuries in Ayurveda and in medicine. It's a loaded question, but I just thought one day I could discuss that because it's so important, the role of the healer and the doctor. I remember being in India once and I was very, very sick. And I went to a practitioner and he took the herbs or the medicine and he went and he prayed to the altar and then he offered it to me. But that whole thing of that compassion and care and love, by the time he got to me to offer it, I was already feeling better, you know, like that whole
Yes, of course.
kind
Of
of
key experience.
care and compassion from the
Energy.
healer
That
to
is
the
energy.
patient.
Yeah.
That
That is energy or the vibration and the intentions. The energy, vibration, intentions, they all matter. Because I was in Macedonia recently, last month. I was traveling. That's why it was cancelled. My flight was postponed. Things happened. So I couldn't be in time last time. So I was going to Macedonia. It's a small country near Greece. And I am practicing there. I have patients there. Every 3 months, I used to go there before COVID. But now I went there after 2.5 years. And I was also amazed and surprised to see how people, they missed me. And they kissed me, they hugged me, and they were crying to see me and meet me. Even I got emotional because they see me as their healer. And they know my intentions. I want them to be, and many people I have helped from cancer and so many deadly disorders where the doctors told you will not be healed. So it was a very nice experience. And of course, the healer has a big role to play. And more than healer also, other than healer, there are 4 more pillars who can treat. 4 pillars are there. If some disease is there, some patient is there, that comes to a doctor or a healer. Number 1 is the role of the healer, how he understands the patient, how he understands the disease, if he is educated enough or not. That is healer. And second is the patient. The patient is patient or having patience or no patience. If he is willing to listen, or he trusts the healer, or he trusts the medicine or not trust the medicine. And third is the medicine. If the medicine is good enough, the quality is good, or the herbs are taken from a good source, this is the third thing which is important for healing. And fourth is the caretaker of the patient. If the patient, for example, the nurse. So these 4 fundamental pillars are there for healing. They are very important for healing. So of course, healer has a very good role, but all other things, they also matter in this healing. If the patient doesn't trust the Ayurveda or Ayurvedic healing, or doesn't trust herbs, or doesn't trust the healer, then he's not going to get healed. If he's not taking the time, the medicine in time, how he will be healed? If the nurse is not taking care of the patient, so many things.
The role of the healer or the doctor has changed throughout centuries. And right now it's so commercialized that the
Yes.
art of healing, the art of that profession of the doctor is, I feel, is becoming a little extinct. So one day,
Yeah, because there is no need. In fact, the healers or the doctors, they are never going to have a shortage of money, but still they want more money. What they are going to do with more money? It's not going to solve any purpose. So it is important. Their role is as a healer, they should play the role as a healer.
thank you for your guidance. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
I feel a best healer will be someone who has empathy to listen to the patient, because the patient knows what they go through in the body. The healer does not know that. And that is worse when
I
the
know
healer
that
does not want to
whenever a
listen.
patient comes to me, I know, I feel it. And that's why I feel I give my good vibration and my energy to the patient. Whenever in my clinic, if a patient is coming, I feel the pain, I feel the problem, I have the same feelings as patient. So I feel happy also whenever a patient is healed, and I talk about the patients to other patients. I always give reference of my healed patient to my ongoing patient. I give their phone numbers so that they can talk, and 50% of the problem is solved when the mind is clear. Basically, it is darkness in the mind of patient. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to decide. So I decide for them. So that is very important.
Yes, no, that is where the healer's part comes in, when they have to decide what to do for the patient. But the first part is to be able to hear the patient, what they really are trying to say, where their problem is. Because somewhere or the other, the patient knows it the best where the problem is coming from. Because they know their body, they experience their body more than anyone else does, right? So unless and until a doctor is not, like, if you tell to a doctor, okay, you have a problem that is coming from here, you really feel it is coming from that place, but the doctor is not willing to listen to you. The doctor says, no, it's not. So in
You
that,
will be, you will be surprised this time when I was in Macedonia, Eastern Europe. I was there 10 days ago. I saw around 200 patients in 10 days. Every day, 20 patients I was seeing. And around 15 doctors were there as patients. 15 doctors. And few neurologists, cardiologists, surgeons, general physicians, pediatricians, all of them were there. Because they have seen the miracles happening, they have seen how Ayurveda can heal patients. So the doctors themselves, they were coming. Some cancers were healed. Cancer patients were healed. So the doctor is coming because he couldn't heal the cancer. He came to solve his problem also. So such miracles are happening in Ayurveda.
that's the beauty of Ayurveda.
Yeah. So I am seeing around, tomorrow I am going to see about 50 or 60 patients in one day. Tomorrow is Monday. So tomorrow morning, Monday, Tuesday, every day 50 patients. So they're coming from everywhere in my clinic. So anyway, so we will discuss all these things next time. Ama, inflammation, pain, and Ayurvedic healing.
Yes, that's what I'll keep the name of the webinar. And when I host the webinar, I'll send you the link so you can share the link on your website as well.
I will make a banner and I will put it on the website.
Okay, because we are creating the Zoom link. So if you just want to connect it
Are you
to us.
keeping it free of cost or you are charging something?
No, for your webinar, we are keeping it free of cost, but we are going to be hosting lot of different programs on our platform. For that, we are charging membership fee, which is $10 in 3 months, for 3 months. So that's almost
It's
like
up to you.
$4.
It is up to you, but you send
But
me
your
the
webinar
topic.
is free. Your webinar is free.
I am happy to do it free.
Yeah, your webinar is free. It will remain free every month. People are joining in. I would be happy to know who all here joined specifically from Meetup group. And they raised their hand. Amrita, Emily, Melanie, Anya, and Janar. Are you from Meetup group? Janar is from Meetup group. Melanie's from Meetup group. What about Anya? Anya's from Meetup. Preeti,
Yeah.
Monica.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you have people joining in from Meetup group. But
And
I think
Preeti, Monica, Yashita, and Mamta, you guys joined not from Meetup. You guys joined from the website, right?
so. I think
think
I
so.
have
I
to
got,
go.
hello.
I have to
Yes,
go
yes,
now.
Mamta.
Yeah, I got information from LinkedIn. So I got registered and sorry, I could join late because of some personal issue, but my students are there since beginning.
Okay, your students in the webinar are there?
Where are you
Yeah,
from,
Monica is there.
Mamta ji? Where are you
Sir,
from?
I know you. I'm student of Malti madam, Dr. Malti Chauhan.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, I'm head of the department at LM College of Pharmacy. I'm in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
I'm
Very
heading the
nice.
department of pharmacognosy there.
Okay, I did my MD in pharmacognosy, herbal pharmacognosy and
Yeah,
pharmacology.
I know you, sir. Malti madam used to talk about you a lot.
Okay. Malti ma'am was previously in Ahmedabad or where?
She was at Jamnagar Ayurveda University. She was before joining Jamnagar. She was with me at LM College of Pharmacy. I studied under her, and then I was a faculty with her. And then she went to, after retirement. She joined Jamnagar Ayurveda University.
Okay, you are also MD in pharmacognosy.
No, I'm PhD in pharmacognosy.
All right. That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Who are your
nice.
students here, Mamta? Who are your students?
One Monica Jetwa is there, and one of my colleague is there. She is Preeti Verma.
Okay. Okay. I see a couple of people, your names are coming right from website registration. I remember that some of these names were from website, not from Meetup. Devyani, Preeti, Yashita, Monica.
Yeah, Devyani is, yeah. They are all my students.
They're all your students. Devyani just joined. So
I think
because of the timing, some multiple timings like EST and all those were written. So maybe because of that, some miscalculation must have been there.
Yeah, that's what is happening. Yashita sent a message. You are from Uttarakhand and you are preparing for PG. That's good. I wish you best of luck.
okay,
Thank
I
you
think
so
my
much.
brother is sharing on LinkedIn the link of our website quite often. So I think you guys are getting.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
shared with my colleagues and students.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's amazing. Well, if you have missed, because I saw a lot of people here, they joined in late, and one person even left. They joined in very late. I will be putting this recording on YouTube. I will send an email out to all of you with
That
the
would be really
recording
nice
on the
of you,
YouTube.
ma'am.
Yes, and Dr. Chauhan will be covering a very important topic next month. I think if we could do it on 29th of May, Dr. Chauhan, it's a Sunday. That would be amazing.
That will be good.
29th of May. He's covering important topic, AMA, inflammation, and Ayurvedic pain and healing.
Okay. So do share the information about joining.
Yes,
The
we
link
will,
and all.
because we have all the email base, we've kept your email, so we will send the links out to you. And we will
Sure.
be sharing more on LinkedIn, because I see LinkedIn is a actually good way to approach people. So my brother did a wonderful job, because I see a lot of you have come through LinkedIn sharing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. It's good to see people interested. Devyani, you have a question?
Sorry, ma'am, it was by mistake.
It's okay. It's fine. So thank you, everyone. I'm taking your leave now. Thank you for coming, and I am glad that you are having more and more interest in Ayurveda topics. And next time, I hope you will be there again, and with more people. We will have a discussion on the new topics. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chauhan. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The recording will be up on YouTube.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very much.
you. Was very
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.